Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another ZEEVERFETT review. This is your co-host, Matt.
Hey, and I'm Ryan. So we're here reviewing
Star Wars
Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. We didn't plan that. So, I guess first off, we're tackling the original trilogy now, because if you look back in the older videos that we have, we tackled the sequel trilogy and what we thought of those. First off, what are your overall thoughts of... Overall, what did you think of the movie?
Overall, I enjoyed the... wait, Episode 5 right now?
Episode 5,
okay,
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I enjoyed Episode 5.
Right.
There's hardly anything I can tell you that I did not like about the movie.
Okay, so would you say it's your favorite Star Wars film?
Of the originals, yes. Of all time?
Overall? All time?
All time, no. I think I like Episode 3 more.
Okay, well, hey, to each his own. I mean, you can be wrong. So, The best Star Wars movie of all time has got to be Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. It was groundbreaking.
It was cool.
It was the best of the franchise. That's it. At that point in time, it was still a Skywalker saga, not a Palpatine saga. So it made it better. So okay. So what did you like about the movie?
What I liked about the movie?
Yeah, what did you like about the movie?
What did I like about?
Yeah, what did you like about the movie?
I like the Hoth sequence. I like that entirety of it. I like seeing Luke take on a whole AT-AT. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, sure.
No one else is really doing that except he's single-handedly, literally taking on an AT-AT. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And then Vader marching in like a boss. That was really awesome.
He was a threat.
Yeah.
It was kind of like of course they sort of mirrored that or gave you that same setup or feel when, at the end of Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like he's a threat. Great. Thank you.
Oh, we gotta do a Rogue One review.
Yeah, but that's not in the.
I'm just saying.
Not sexology, but in the what do you call a 9-film? I don't know, saga, whatever. Saga just means family story. Anyway, it's a Palpatine story.
Yeah.
Can't go without talking about the special editions. I liked how they went back and they fixed the transparency that was in the original. With the Hoth, the land speeders, snow speeders. As they were flying, in between the AT-AT legs and whatever, they fixed all the semi-transparent.
It's something that can't be replicated. Like Disney couldn't do that. They just sent ships that couldn't shoot or do anything at the Guerrilla.
Oh, you're talking about Episode 8?
Well, yeah. I'm saying
that was silly.
It was stupid.
Okay, it was silly. Well, yeah, but I mean, in ranking all 9 films, which we haven't done yet,
we'll do that at the end.
We'll do that. We'll do that later. That was the one you're referencing is got to be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, no, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the sequence. I enjoyed Vader with the snow troopers. I was like, wow, that's
then
awesome.
Seeing new troopers were cool. Snow troopers.
It was always cool. Yeah, same thing. With
I love seeing
Episode 6. You have that biker scout.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's the introduction of a new trooper and. Same thing with Rogue One. They introduced the Shore Trooper, and I was like, wow, that's nice and new.
Yeah.
Well, and they also introduced the Death Troopers, which I thought was also
they were really cool but underutilized.
Yeah.
I could have seen something better.
But they did use them in the Mandalorian series, which I thought was cool. But anyway,
and I feel like they did a better job with it.
I think so. I mean, okay, it's always the same thing. Like the last conversation we had is hindsight's always 20/20. You give it a little time. Just like the Ewoks. Running around. It could have been awesome. An Ewok battle at night. And that would have been more interesting, more intriguing. Just to have the stormtroopers running around with flashlights versus just broad daylight, watching out for
little munchkins coming
on hang gliders and all that. But anyway, as far as the things that I didn't like about Empire Strikes Back, and this was just my.
Well, we're not done with things that we liked.
Oh, I like the movie.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about.
Okay, well, anyway, so we'll keep with the things we like. So what else?
Because that list is longer than things we don't.
Yeah, it'd be a shorter video. Okay, so what else did you like? You liked Vader. You liked.
I liked Vader. I liked the bounty hunter lineup. Like that was really cool to me.
Okay.
Seeing Bosk, Dengar, IG-88.
A lot of those were just kind of throw in extras. Like you had a 3PO body, you had a stormtrooper body for Dengar. They just painted it brown. It was, but the inclusion of Boba Fett was really cool.
Yeah,
and he was. It was really neat. He was created by Joe Johnston, who directed Jurassic Park 3 later. But Boba Fett's original the idea for Boba Fett's costume was just a like an elite stormtrooper, kind of like the Death Troopers. But George liked the design. He just didn't want to use it for the movie, so they repurposed it and gave you Boba Fett. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I like this color scheme. I like the inclusion of it, of him in the universe. And then, how'd you feel about the special editions when they changed his voice?
I didn't mind it, honestly. Like
to Tamora Morrison.
I liked it. I mean, I like Tamara Morrison. I like Tamara Morrison. I liked him as as Jango the clone voices. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. So it was cool.
And plus, I liked him in the PS2 Bounty Hunter game. So it's just
I don't know if he voiced that or not. Was that him or was it somebody else? It was him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice. Definitely him. Cool. Catch him in Aquaman.
He's a Star Wars fan.
Did a good job. And Green Lantern, but we don't want to talk about. So he's a good guy, good actor. Yeah. All right, and okay, so what else did you?
While we're on special editions, I did like the inclusion of Ian McDiarmid as Sidious.
Sure. It was like an ape that they used. I don't know. It was so weird how they originally created the Emperor. It was just odd looking. Even as a kid, just looking at it. His
eye looked kind of weird.
It was just weird.
Yeah.
But when Ian McDiarmid came into the picture,
stole the show.
Everyone was just so I guess just inviting, like, hey, welcome to Star Wars because you're awesome.
Yeah.
So, and he's done a great job with all the movies that he's been in.
I liked the training between Luke and Yoda.
So
minus all the flips that was happening.
Flips were awesome. What are you talking about?
All over the place.
Oh man, I mean, that was just one of the things that it doesn't matter. Jedi don't get sick unless they drink green milk. But no, I like that. I love the Dagobah scene when he went into the cave.
Oh yeah,
and fought Vader. When I was a kid, I was like, "Oh no, Vader found him on this planet," and he just happened to waltz by and see Luke. But and then when he chopped off his head and the helmet exploded, it was Luke's face in there. I was like, "That's weird. He was a twin." But
I didn't get that either.
I mean, it was
as a kid,
you're like, you don't quite grasp that, but it was pretty cool. And then and the fight between Vader and Luke, and how they sort of had or were trying to trick Luke into following Boba Fett, but then ended up in the carbon freezing chamber and all that. That was cool, And
I liked the worlds that we were visiting. Rather than like it seemed otherworldly. It didn't seem like
each world had its own distinct feature. The Hoth had it. Had the snow, and Bespin had the clouds, and then
that's another thing the special editions made look better was Bespin.
When they opened up the windows and whatnot, it was cool. It sort of gave you a little bit more grander feel for it, and sort of helped allow you to be more immersed in the environment versus it sort of looked claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Before, in the originals, which I have on VHS. So, but I agree with almost every single addition or change that they made with the special editions. I'm fine with the special editions. Yeah, and the fight at the end with Vader was awesome. Finding out that that he was, spoiler alert, that Vader was Luke's father was, I guess, the most impactful scene in all of Western civilization's culture. It's a staple. It's people even misquote it. Luke, I am your father, or whatever. But it's just everybody knows it. Even people who are not Star Wars fans know that line or know that.
For a while, you thought he was lying though. Whenever you first saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it was, he was the epitome or the antithesis, or not the antithesis. He was the embodiment of the dark side.
Yeah.
So it's like, is he being cunning, sneaky? Is he trying to fool Luke so he doesn't die?
Yeah.
But I mean, again, when you look at it, it's Luke was not in a position of power. He was in a position of loss. He lost the battle, lost his arm, lost his saber, which was found later on by who knows who.
It's a story for another time, still.
And if it was the other way around, and sort of like you had the Darth Vader Luke fight from Return of the Jedi, where Luke chopped off his hand and had him down, and then Vader had revealed, Luke, I'm your father, don't kill me. Then it would have been a little bit more. I would have suspected a little bit more like he's lying. Because he would have lost the battle, but this was reversed. So it was kind of interesting.
The confrontation. This is probably the best fight of the trilogy.
It was the best choreographed fight
because they were also using the Force. I mean, Vader was using the Force.
Yeah, yeah. And the other
with 6, Luke was kind of holding back. He didn't really want to fight, and then when he did fight, he beat Vader.
Yeah,
very quickly.
And it just seemed like in that one he was swinging it like a bat.
Yeah, he was just going at it.
He was just like, full rage.
This in 5, it seemed more controlled, and it seemed like a fight.
Yeah,
legit fight.
It seemed like it was clearly a Jedi in training.
Yeah,
fighting a Sith Lord, and that was cool.
That's the coolest one. I like that.
Yeah. So and then the next thing that I liked that ended on a with the villains winning, with the heroes were at a loss. They had lost Han Solo. Luke had his ass handed to him. Lando lost his Bespin Cloud City.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seemed like everything just kind of fell to crap. And of course, that got your hopes up for the next movie, the next episode. So, and still today, even like with Avengers Endgame, it's like. They're coming back. There's no gravity to it, because it's like, oh, hey, the other movie's already been shot.
I mean, plus we know. So I feel like it's because we know how these things operate.
Yeah,
it's just like the.
So when Empire Strikes Back came out and did that or had that ending, it was the most impactful. Like there's no other movie that's going to come behind it and thrill you or give you that. Just give you that weighted ending.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that again. It's just you've been spoiled. So, but that's what I liked most about that movie. So
disliked.
I did dislike, which was an improvement with the special editions, but I did dislike the interaction originally. With the Wampa. I thought the old Wampa, the puppet that they used, wasn't great. I thought even the new one I have issues with, when he's like, just sort of running towards the camera. It's like, what? That doesn't look scary. Him eating the...
Oh, yeah, I mean, in the special edition,
the Tauntaun was...
that looks pretty scary.
That was cool, but...
special edition.
Right, special edition. But again, the initial charge of the Wampa just wasn't scary, and it was kind of ridiculous.
As a kid, I don't know. I wish I could remember my first reaction. I think it was kind of scary whenever.
Yeah. So I mean, it was scary, but it wasn't. I don't know. It could have been better, and they slightly did a little bit better with the special editions.
Yeah.
Something else I didn't like about the movie. Oh, I didn't like the kiss.
The
kiss between Luke and Leia, finding out later that, I mean, even though that wasn't the original idea for Luke and Leia to be siblings, just sort of, but I didn't mind it at the time watching it in the movie, but then after watching Return of the Jedi and finding out that, they changed it and made Luke and Leia kids, and everybody's like, wait a minute, they're kissing, that's weird, but
I think the only thing that I didn't like was like how Boba Fett was the only bounty hunter that we saw utilize.
Right, there was no competition.
Yeah, no.
He's like, I'm telling all of you, no disintegrations, and he's like, yes, because I'm the only one that can find them. And he didn't even talk to Boss. He was like, get out of my way. And like, we don't need that scout.
Yeah,
I thought the Admiral Ozzel, him dying or whatever, was awesome. And then Captain Piet, Admiral Piet.
Yeah. I think after the fourth one, they were just like, screw it, let's just kill some of the officers. They got close one time, and then they just said, fuck it.
Yeah, they were like, we can use some extra officers. And like,
let's not show
we have to pay these people.
Let's have them kill them.
But I like it. I mean...
Yeah, overall, the movie was fantastic.
It's my favorite, so it's really hard to pick apart things that and just doing that, I'm just finding little things of nitpicking.
Yeah.
But that they have no gravity because I love the movie. I think it's the best of the trilogy, and there's a lot more things that I disliked about episode 3 than episode 5.
There's a lot of things I wish would improve or not.
I mean, it sounds to me like episode 5 is your favorite movie because you can't find flaw with it.
That's only okay. Yeah, I mean, there's flawless, yes, but episode 3 is still my favorite. I don't care. Episode 3, like, I don't know, the prequels could use so
justification. That's fine. Whatever. It's all good. We all know it's the best one is 5.
George wasn't. I don't know. The prequels could have been so much better.
Well, yeah. If he had done the same thing with episode 1, 2, and 3 that he did with 5 and 6, allowing Irving Kershner or allowing Richard Marquand, even though he had to step in, and help out Richard because he was having problems with the cast. If he had done the same thing with episode 1, 2, and 3, where he could just, because he's a great visual director, and he's a great storyteller, but if he had just allowed somebody else to come in and direct the actual actors,
too much.
Those movies would have been better.
It was too much into one thing, and I don't know. We're gonna save that for another time.
Yeah.
Overall, love the movie. Not my favorite.
It's your favorite, from what I hear. From what I hear,
it's flawless. Yes, not my favorite.
It's flawless. Like, it's the best movie. Though
Thank you for tuning into this video.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and you can agree or disagree with anything.
Comment below any movies you want us to review. Leave a like, leave a dislike if you hated the video. Share the video. Thanks for tuning in. We're signing off.